Hey everyone, this is Ben and thank you for joining us today. We are going to be talking about power, more power, again power. And I get sent a lot of lithium iron phosphate batteries, but today we are going to be focusing on the Temgot lithium iron phosphate battery, other known as LifePo4 12.8 100 amp hour battery. And this is one of the batteries that we are going to throw into our new tiny camper 5x8 rugged Rhino. So let's go check it out, and I'm going to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of having a good LifePo4 battery in your camper, RV, boat. So let's go check it out. There are several advantages of a LifePo4 battery or lithium iron phosphate. One is the weight savings. These things are unbelievably light. If you match this battery up for a battery its size, you're going to be saving about 40 pounds. This thing is only 24 pounds. 24 pounds, and well, right over 24 pounds. I think it's 24.2 pounds if you go to the Temgot website. And this thing is a 12.8 100 amp hour, so it provides quite a bit of power. The product dimensions on this is only 6.7 in diameter, 12 inches or 12.9, so right under 13 inches in length, and only 8.4 inches tall. So it is a small battery, but it does put out quite a bit of power. Now it is made by a company called Temgot, and I will put the information in the links in the box and everything in the description below. These things have a lot of stuff built in compared to your regular batteries. Now a lot of these lithium iron phosphate batteries have what they call BMS protection, and it is built in to protect your batteries and from overcharging, undercharging. It has a thermal protection, short circuit, over voltage, and over current. So if any of those conditions are met, this battery will sense that and shut it down. It has a, like I said, 100% DOD, meaning discharge, so you can bring this thing down to zero and charge it all the way up. The lead acid batteries and the gel batteries won't let you take it down to zero. Now you can charge this thing and discharge this thing 5,000 cycles. That's quite a bit of cycles for a battery. And then it has a 10-year lifespan, and like I said, it only weighs 24 pounds. Now what I plan to do with this battery is to couple it with an inverter and an MPPT solar power controller, where I'm going to have a 100-watt solar power on the top of my camper. So I have ways to recharge this and also use accessories such as a coffee kettle, my toaster, or even a refrigerator, and lights, and even a fan, and use the solar power to recharge this while I am boondocking or dispersed camping. Now having a good solar power panel, you do need a MPPT controller to control the power coming in, to monitor and control the power going into the battery, because if you do not have a MPPT solar power controller, you have the chance of damaging this battery or frying this battery. So the controller, MPPT controller, monitors or actually maintains and controls the amount of power going into this battery. And they're fairly cheap. You can get one for about 50 to 60 bucks. And I'll show you that as we get this thing all built up. But today we're just talking about the battery. So charging this battery, you're going to need a charger, which you can go to Temgot, or you can go to Amazon and purchase one. And it takes about 5 hours to charge this thing up, which is not bad at all. And I haven't charged this yet, but all of my lithium iron phosphate batteries that I have used in the past, my experience has been about 5 hours to charge up. And I can go 3 days in my last camper, 3 to 5 days of using a battery without before it's completely depleted. So it's a good secondary source of power on top of my power stations. Normally I try to use these batteries first before hitting my power stations. But either way, using solar power panels to recharge my power stations or my battery is a good option to have. Now another advantage with lithium iron phosphate batteries, they're lead acid free, so they're also good with the, for the environment you don't have any spillage or acid in here. So you can mount these batteries any way you want it. The terminals itself, they will come with M8 bolts, which you can screw right in. And that's standard with these batteries. And you can mount it on the side. They do have a carrying strap that you can remove and place them anywhere you want. Now, these things are on sale right now on the Temgot Amazon website. I will link the description and into the box below where you can check them out. But you know, lithium iron phosphate batteries are the way to go. They're safe for the environment. They're safe for you, and they're just a great all around for discharging and charging. You can take them down to, I mean, like I said, to zero. Now, I've used lithium iron phosphate batteries in all my campers I've had. Like I said, they're great for RVs, they're great for boats, trolling motors, but you cannot, and they don't recommend you using them for car batteries for starting because they do not have cranking amp power. So great for power, you know, dispersed camping is for RVs and like I said, campers. But powered and coupled with a inverter, these things can power pretty much everything that you throw at it. Now, if you're looking for more power, you can also get the larger batteries from them, but this thing will also let you connect in parallel or in series for larger capacities. So you can, you know, extend up to 4 of these in series or 4 of these in parallel to get a max of 400 amp hours. That's right, 400 amp hours of capacity and max up to 48 volts. So we're talking about 51.2 voltage, widely used in most areas, you know, in the larger RVs or solar household batteries or off-grid type of living. Now, the battery, like I said, cannot be used in starting a vehicle because they do not have any kind of code cranking amps. So if you're interested in the Temgot battery, go to temgot.com, or I'll put the links in the Amazon store in the description below. Check them out. They have different types of batteries, different sizes, but the popular ones that most people get, you know, is the 100 amp hours, which is plenty. And if you couple that, like I said, with a MPPT solar power controller, with a solar power panel, you'll be able to power up your stuff for days off grid, you know, dependent on the sun. But check out my future videos when we install all of that with this into the back of this camper. And I am excited to have all that installed for the Gumby gathering in October in the Ozarks. Until the next video, this is Semper Gumby out.